Do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da,
What are you singing?
Just the Indiana Jones song.
Oh, cool. Indiana Jones. I actually remember that. What do you enjoy about Indiana Jones?
Not much. I just love the fact that it's an interesting movie, best enjoyed on big screens.
Hmm.
Yep, it's a fun movie as well as a great ride.
Yeah,
What?
I'm just saying I agree. I love the fact that it's a fun movie as well as a great ride.
Do you like rides?
Yep.
That's cool. I'd hate for us to be this close, personally, and then you just end up and hating rides.
No, don't worry. I love rides.
Yeah, I thought so.
I've been meaning to ask you, though, a bit about sort of your childhood and if you could go into more depth on that, just from what you have done recently, for me at least.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess we've been friends for a while, but we haven't talked that much about how I was raised or any of the sort of pivotal events that went down back then. Yeah, I mean, what do you want to know? I'm born in 91 in New York City. Came to Los Angeles in the, I guess, probably around 95.
Let's
Let's
keep it moving. But yeah, no, that's really interesting.
I mean, yeah, I feel like it's a weird thing because everyone's life story, sort of like their own dreams, they're always so interesting to the person talking, but the person listening is like, okay, well, what does this have to do with me?
Yeah, they're just waiting to talk and hear their own voice, basically. And that's not my thing at all.
That's not the position you're in.
Well, yeah, I would never do that. I would never take up airwaves, basically.
I mean, part of the reason why I don't think I've talked to you about my childhood that much is partly because of that. I don't really have anything worthwhile to say. I mean, I don't have that much confidence in myself, so I think most of the time just rather listen. And I do think you're so funny when you talk, and anytime I talk, I feel like I'm literally just stopping you from saying something.
Thank you, but honestly, in my perspective, I feel much funnier when I'm listening, when I'm just sort of not making any noise, all these noises I've heard, like so many at this point,
No, I've definitely cracked up while talking before, and suddenly looking at your face as you're listening in rapt attention. Like, I don't know, the little like sounds you make when you're listening, like I can't even imitate them. Like, or There's just a way you do it that's just so mischievous sometimes. It really cracks me up. Yeah, a bit.
Yeah, I guess I was even thinking of the times when I'm listening and I'm not even making any noise at all.
That's very niche.
Oh, you don't think I do that?
No, I'm saying you do. I really like it. I just feel like that's kind of like a comic kind of humor. Like,
oh, the humor. I see.
The humor of it isn't going to be that widely perceived. It's also pretty dark. Gallows humor.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff I'm into, and I'm not going to change who it is that I am. And I think that's why one of the main reasons why we get along is because you will not change who it is that you are, and the principles that you abide by are in place, and they're not going away. And I respect that. I really do.
Thank you, Jay.
There's nothing wrong with standing up for who it is that who you believe that it is, or that you are, you know? There's nothing wrong with that.
And who it is that I actually am.
Yeah. You gotta stand up for yourself. Big time.
Have you had any situations recently where you felt like you've had to stand up for yourself?
Definitely had some experience with that, yeah. If I'm not gonna be saying something, then that guy's gonna get away with the next thing, and so I have to say something at this point, you know? I was trying to link up with my super. You know what I'm talking about when I say that word?
Yeah. That's a East Coast thing. In Cali, we just call them landlords. No, actually, they're just apartment managers. They don't even necessarily own it, right?
Exactly. And I don't know what their stake is, but there is a lack of a correlation with that of landlords where you are. Out west, right?
Wait, do we want to talk about me being a landlord on the cat pod? No. Right?
I think, obviously, I mean, you just kind of, at this point, said it. I don't know. What do you want to do at this point?
No, whatever. We'll just move on. I'm sure people will take it as a joke. Wait, so you're trying to link up?
Well, the answer to that is yes. I linked up with my super. And
okay.
We linked in the basement. And there was absolutely nothing wrong with what we ended up doing. Where to begin?
Suddenly changes the subject. Come on, or at least tell me what gave rise to such an affinity between you and your, I guess, super.
Yeah, and there was definitely a strong attraction between yes, what would you call that? Superphilic relationship?
Right.
I have a superphilic relationship with my super. And there's something about, he's a nice, we ended up linking in or down in the basement. And things went well overall. I don't know what you want me to say about it. By the way, sorry to change the subject really fast.
Sure.
I've definitely been having trouble. I've been having some trouble lately with something.
What are you expressing some sort of difficulty with?
Arthur.
Really?
Yeah. King Arthur, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been having trouble with King Arthur too. I don't know. I've just been, I guess, nerding out about whether King Arthur is a real historical figure, or is he a myth, or like, who the fuck knows?
Great minds. I wanted to say that, my friend. No, but seriously, what the hell is going on with King Arthur? Right? King Arthur. I know he was a king.
Right. Okay. Check.
I know his name's Arthur. Right?
Check. Huh.
But I've been doing mad research on him, and this dude, I can't tell if he's real, if he's fake. I'm serious. I feel like a lunatic.
Oh,
like, I told somebody on a bus yesterday, I said, hey, is King Arthur real? And the patron of the bus gave me what I don't know, Matthew, I would probably say it's like a death stare. So the bus goer was angry, you know? Like, people don't want to talk about the reality of Arthur, and it's not good.
That asshole. King Arthur's rad. I know that. But is he real? I mean, that's a whole other story. Let's try this. King Arthur, if you're listening, like and subscribe. Nah, I'm just kidding. King Arthur.
That's funny though.
Thanks. Right. King Arthur. If you're, let's ask him this. If you're real, hook us up with some swag, like stuff we all get, all of us, like Jay and I.
Stuff we all get?
Yeah, stuff we all get. Stuff we all get. Like, okay. I don't know, I just like swag. And what? I like dancing around with Jay to awesome music too, sometimes.
Sometime? Is that what you just said?
All the time, sorry.
Okay,
all the time.
Okay. Woohoo! Okay, wait, let's have a dance-off right now. All right, here we go. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woohoo!
Oh yeah, it's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Oh, it's your birthday. Oh,
let's go.
It's party like it's your birthday. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Are you tired? It's your birthday. No, I am too. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Oh, okay. Oh yeah.
Jay. I love the dance you're doing and we're doing, but we were discussing King Arthur. Right? And actually our creative listeners called us and they gave us their takes about whether King Arthur's real or if he's one fake motherfucker. Let's play.
I believe that King Arthur was likely based on a historical figure, but some of his more supernatural abilities most likely ended up being the product of, shall we say, a more creative or weird type of historian.
If you haven't met the person, who's to say they aren't just a character in a book, movie, or TV?
I think historians think that King Arthur is real, man.
This one gets me really riled up. I've been watching Arthur on PBS for my whole entire life, and there was not a single episode where Arthur was wearing a crown or anyone called him king. This ain't no bears seen bears, like conspiracy theory type thing.
So, as far as I know, all of England could be not real. They could all be a mess. I think he's a cool guy, because I think people are usually good. I hope he's real. I've heard great things about him. I think he's a cool guy. From what I know, King Arthur did a good job.
My mama told me he was real, and I believe her. He was a good man. A brave man. Cut the heads off lots of people.
In my view, King Arthur really isn't historical, but that doesn't mean that we can't still enjoy the folklore and the myths of his sword stuck in the stone, and he had to get it out. I think he had to get it out of the stone.
It's 2020. Are we still having this conversation? The tales of his sheer strength alone should tell you that it's implausible that he exists.
Yeah, King Arthur's real. I'm really tired of people arguing this. There's mountains of evidence. Just do research.
Oh, damn. Those were very creative voicemails. Thanks for taking the time out of your busy schedules to engage with us in this manner.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't call us to speak with us one-on-one. The answering machine picked up, and y'all left voicemails. It's great. Voicemails, or VMs, as we sometimes call them.
I was hoping you would get into that.
VMs. Okay, leave us a VM, please. VMs aren't exactly new technology that we get excited about or anything. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
No. They're old as the hills. VMs give us a nice opportunity to get to know you, the creative listeners. So yeah, just please keep engaging with us. I saw some comments on Twitter though. That new sort of, I would say a groundbreaking site, Twitter. Let's pull up these tweets of some of these engagements. Twitter.com/retired weirdos. So let's try to find some of the engagement with our with the creatives.
Yeah, we had one guy here who wrote a great app. That was
Where is this?
a few days ago.
All right.
I was under the episode with Doug Pound.
Oh, this is interesting. So we wrote that we are similar to and influenced by Bill Burr. And then we got a reply in that you can expertly dissect a taboo subject and yet make it both hilarious and informative. Yeah, I'd say I can see the influence. Laughing my ass off. Cheers, boys. I agree. We definitely have no problems talking about it. What you've talked about taboo shit all the time.
Yeah, no, I explore that a decent amount of my work.
So thank you. That was Kyle Bergstresser. Thank you, Kyle. A couple times recently, I've seen you guys get quote tweeted by folks who don't seem to understand your unique brand of humor. And I can't help but laugh. That's interesting. I guess some people don't get what we're doing. And that may end up happening at certain moments, you know?
I guess you just can't convey sarcasm through text speak, huh?
So that's why, unfortunately, we're excellent writers. The problem is text doesn't convey sarcasm to the degree that we enjoy. So we were essentially forced into making this podcast.
They forced our hand, and that's all good. But yeah, it's nice looking through these tweets, and I remember reading some of them, but it's, yeah, definitely nice going through them again.
Yeah, I like to go back on old tweets from a couple weeks ago sometimes just to catch up. Or I already read it, obviously, but I'm going to read it again. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was cool. I like hearing from some of these folks who follow us online. But yeah, I also want to get some quote unquote let's just call it IRL time with with Jo.
Yeah, no, I would love that. Frankly, Jo Firestone is a legend, and we're thrilled to have her on the pod. So, yeah. All we really have to do is walk, 1 mile west of here. Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's where I thought it would be great for us to meet up.
Let's go! Come on!
Hey, Mrs. Henderson. Jo. What up? Hey, great seeing you.
Wow, hey, Jay. It's really cool to see you.
What's up, Jo? Long time. It's been a hell of a long time.
It really has, y'all, hasn't it?
Last time I saw you, it was back in the day. We were driving a Chevy, all over BKNY. Brooklyn.
Yes, very cool. You see, I'm very poor at remembering car names. I hear you mention Chevy. Okay, funny story, but my best friend, I'm serious, my best friend, she drives a Toyota. But you see, today's Saturday, so she could tell me, she drives a Toyota on Saturday, and by Wednesday, I'll probably end up forgetting it.
Yep. You'll be like, I don't know if my best friend drives a Toyota, a Honda, or for all you know, your best friend drives a motherfucking Volvo station wagon, for that matter. All you know is you just don't know car names.
Car names. Those are so ridiculous now. Yeah, the other day I saw a car name. It was called a Ford Escape. I was like, in my head I said, I wish I said out loud, but in my head I said, Ford Escape. I don't know if you're a car or a button on my MacBook's keyboard. Cars schmars. Just the Joe Schmo sedan doesn't get my blood coursing through my veins, you know? I suppose I've outgrown some of these, frankly, lemons with wheels.
Really, Jay? I love cars. So there's something so alluring about, car. I just don't know the names of them to save my life.
I drive a nice car, and I don't really mind talking about it publicly. Yeah, that's right. Actually, I drive a vehicle worth over $30,000.
Nice, Maddie. And it's cool that you're normally so quiet about driving a luxury car, but now you're opening up about it, which I appreciate. Year, make, and model?
You want to know? Okay. Here goes. It's actually a 2018 Infiniti, like a QX60 Lux with a full. I mean, it's not huge or anything, but it's a full entertainment package.
Oh, cool! Yeah. Again, the name of the vehicle means absolutely nothing to me. Like that whole story about my best friend. Yeah, you remember? But the vehicle sounds pretty nice. Pretty nice. Definitely would suit you.
Wow. Thanks, Joe. That means a lot. So, what have you been getting into of late?
Not much. Just been hanging out, doing some work, chilling on weekends, watching YouTube. Nothing major.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So you watch YouTube? I definitely checked out some of YouTube recently, and I'm starting to develop an affinity for it. I was actually watching a stand-up video of yours on there to prepare for this conversation that we're currently engaging in, and I noticed a comment that mentioned something along the lines of, okay, it seemed like you were from straight out of the 90s. Joe, are you from the 90s?
No. Wait, you mean like a time traveler?
Yeah.
Oh, no, not at all. Out of the 90s is a time traveler? No way I would be that.
All right. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Sorry, don't mind Jay. He's definitely not all there. He has a strong attraction to certain substances that alter his doors of perception. I think it's like fucked with his head or something.
No problem. My cousin is also into things of this nature, and he takes many trips. Jay, you two would really get along, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Actually, I did a funny thing with my cousin last week.
What did you do with your cousin?
I went to his house, and that's not the funny part, but I went to his house, and he was wearing an Old Navy t-shirt, and I said to him, why do those shirts say Old Navy? Like, we know it's old. Is there really anyone walking around and thinking, is it a new Navy or a young Navy? Yeah, I said that. I said Old Navy, really now, as opposed to what? A new Navy? Yeah, right.
yeah, a new Navy. Yeah, right. A young Navy. No way.
Yeah. It's like hey, Old Navy, just change your name to Navy at this point, y'all.
Holy shit. Joe, you're hurting my sides.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It's fine. I just did so many crunches yesterday and my abs were sore as fuck before this interview. And now your bit about Old Navy is literally hurting my body.
Damn. I apologize.
Joe, honestly, you should say this stuff on stage. Like, this is hilarious to me in a podcast form. Yes, but imagine just on a stage.
Oh, yeah. On a stage? Yeah. That sounds pretty rad. I miss the stage, so.
Yes, there's no doubt, Joe. So, we do need to change this subject before my level of pain becomes totally unmanageable. Maybe. So.
Navy.
Okay, real quick. You got any fast food stories? Or fast food horror stories, even?
I knew you were going to say that.
Me too. I could sense you were going to ask me. We've all got one. Some of us, unfortunately, have more than one. Plus, there are so many urban myths about fast food. There's always plenty to talk about.
Okay, Joe, you just go first.
Okay, I'm game. Okay, so basically, I went to a Pizza Hut in my hometown. And you know, Pizza Hut is one of my favorite fast food restaurants. The manager was amicable and understood all my complaints about this bathroom not being up to par. I like my Pizza Hut, but this time something else happened.
Really? What happened?
When I walked into my Pizza Hut one day back in the day, the first thing I noticed was how dusty the tables looked. I loved Pizza Hut in my hometown, as I said, but now this spot is now not on my list to return back to. I don't want to swallow dust while ingesting my favorite piece of pizza. Something was a bit off, I said to myself. The staff was super relaxed and obviously could use some leadership. They seemed like they were on Kava or something. There was one nice employee I did speak with, though, Jessica. Yes, Jessica was pleasant, friendly, kind, and helpful when asking questions. First impressions are important, and I appreciated that she was genuine. Even though our interaction was brief, she seemed to care. Jessica, you rock! Other than Jessica, I'm very disappointed in this restaurant. I mean, the leaders of the restaurant need to be proactive about these things because I added Jessica on Instagram and can speak with her there. And I have no desire to return to the restaurant anytime soon.
Oh, that's horrible, Joe. I hate this whole thing about how you used to love your Pizza Hut and then you hated it. Damn. Fuck. Well, you know, I have a very funny story about Pizza Hut, if anyone's interested.
No, I'm interested, and I'd love to listen.
Yeah, I really want to listen to it. Please let us know what happened at this Pizza Hut in your past.
Okay, well, it's not exactly a horror story, but I just cherish one of the funniest moments ever, which took place at this fast food restaurant. One time, I was in such a hurry. It was just a classic hectic day at work. Clients had certain deliverables that needed to be met all f***ing day, and that really got my goat. So by sundown, I was ready to sink my teeth into some warm, flavorful food. All right, so I don't know why, but maybe I'm a total stoner or something, but I wanted to stop by Jack in the Box, which happens to be next to, a Pizza Hut.
Oh no, I think I know where this is going.
Yep. Okay, so I started ordering in the drive-thru at Pizza Hut, thinking it was a Jack in the Box. So every item I tried to order, the person was all, we don't have that. We don't have that. I went, excuse me, is there anything you didn't run out of today? And the answer was, but sir, you're at Pizza Hut. Really? I was so embarrassed. I backed up and I just drove to the actual Jack in the Box. I think the person in the speaker must have thought I was completely foolish. And I honestly don't know how they kept their cool, but I stayed laughing at myself quite a while after all of this. I stayed laughing at myself quite a while. I stayed laughing at myself quite a while.
Damn, that's so nuts, Jay. They need to space out fast food restaurants further apart to avoid situations like that.
That would be nice. Make sure they are evenly situated on massive plots of land very far apart. Matthew, do you have a fast food horror story? Surely you must. We all do.
Of course I do. But mine actually has a bit of a twist.
For real?
My fast food horror story happened on a date.
Ooh. Go, Maddie. Go, Maddie.
Go, Maddie.
Okay, come on. Hey, it's not that romantic. That's where the horror comes in. Okay, so this is literally a horror story, y'all. I went to KFC on Halloween. Decent food, good flavors, but just really don't expect the service to be that great. I was dressed in my Mandalorian costume, and my girlfriend was dressed, of course, as Lois Lane from Superman.
Mhm.
Lois Lane. Yeah, and you'd think that on Halloween night the KFC would be extra accommodating to us. Maybe the manager would come along and say Happy Halloween or something like that, or howl like a werewolf or something, but no, none of the above. The KFC employee didn't howl at the moon. They just showed blank expressions, like totally blank the whole time. Yeah, they were just kind of staring. Rather than a werewolf, they seemed honestly to me like a deer. Yeah, a deer in the headlights.
Ouch. I'm sorry to hear this.
Oh, yeah, it was a bummer. Very bland personalities from the KFC staff. I mean, the food tasted outstanding. The location is great. And I mean, the staff, though boring, got to give them credit where credit's due. I mean, the staff were helpful in my first time choosing sauces and whatnot, but I don't know if this is really the spot that meets the level of hype I was expecting. I mean, due to the lack, basically due to the lack of fun I was having. So, yeah, overall the value just isn't there. And me personally, I prefer KFC to Popeyes in a heartbeat, but give me a bit of energy on holidays, y'all. Fucking A. Shit.
That's just, that's crazy, Matthew. I'm really sorry it ruined your date, too. I hope you and your girlfriend are still together.
We are. Yeah.
Cool. Speaking of dating, I wonder what's the future of dating? I know this is a bit out of left field, but it's interesting to think about, especially if you're into sci-fi and shit.
I'm not into sci-fi so much. Like, I find there are too many problems in the world for me to get wrapped up in some intergalactic soap opera like Star Wars. But honestly, it just already doesn't make sense nowadays.
What? Joe, what's wrong?
It's nothing.
Doesn't sound like nothing. Come on, you can be personal with us on here.
It's just...
Just what?
I hate so much stuff.
Like what?
The feel of chalk. It just feels like crap to me and gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That's nuts.
Fuck.
All right, let's get your mind off it. Quick. So what have you been up to lately?
Well, I mean, I've been listening to a music a lot recently and volunteering at a rec room. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you both, did either of you know that many rec rooms are so poorly mismanaged?
No, but frankly, I'm not surprised. If you were to give us one piece of advice from all of your experience at rec rooms, what should we or shouldn't we do if we, approach a rec room?
Honestly, a lot of that depends on who you're with. The bottom line is you're either on my side, by my side, or in my freaking way. Choose wisely, my friends.
Damn. All right. Fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right.
So, anything to plug, Joe?
Well, you can catch me on the Adult Swim program, Jo Talks with You, or you could follow me on Instagram, Jo Firestone, where lately I've been making meals with my grandma Dorothy.
Awesome, yeah. I think you made some delicious chowder and quickles?
Yep.
Do you like social media?
a little bit, but not a ton. I try to get new followers on there, but ironically, there's one area of my life where I like, well, unfollowers.
Really? Who do you like to be unfollowed by?
Mosquitoes. Honestly, to any mosquitoes who are following me, unfollow me now.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh my god. Definitely follow Joe if you're anything else. I mean, humans, dog, cat, cow, honestly, even other insects besides mosquitoes.
Yeah, butterflies, beetles, katydids,
dragonflies, damselflies, bark lice, caterpillars. You get it. Most animals, they'll be fine.
Most animals. Feel free to, no, not at all. But most animals, feel free to hop on that motherfucking follow train.
All aboard!
Peace, y'all.